In this Tyler Sys 360 video, we are going to cover specifically how to input a behavior referral. So where you're going to want to be is on the home screen. Oh, and I might add, just like our other videos, just know we are in a sample instance of Sys 360. So this is all fake data. And there may be a button or two that looks different in your instance, but obviously everything, all the motions will be the same. So just one little caveat there. So for a behavior referral, you'll want to be on your home screen, which we went over a video all about the home screen. And as long as you have your system set up to where you have left-hand navigation here, you'll have a button that says Behavior Referral. Also, you can always, whenever you're navigating to anything in Tyler, you can actually click these three stacked bars right over here on the top left. And this is essentially an alphabetized list of everything in here. So if you ever run into a spot where you don't necessarily know where to go, you can always click that button here and it'll take you there. For most of us though that have our system set up this way, you'll just want to click on Behavior Referral. And what this is going to do is this is going to open up your page of behavior referrals and basically all the ones that you can that you have access to see. And so you can see here when I click on this, I already have a few that are sitting in here. This one's obviously closed. You can see then there's 3 that have been submitted to the admin. So what I want to do is I'm actually going to come down to the bottom left. I'm going to click Add Referral. So when I click Add Referral, you're going to notice in our videos, this screen becomes very, you're going to see this screen a lot. Everything's based off this student search. So what you have the ability to do here is you can go ahead and start typing the name in. So in this, I'm going to say last name begins with an S. Obviously, I could type in the entire name if I wanted to. Let's see, I have a Schmidt here, so I'll just show you how that works. S-C-H-M-I-T-T. And if I hit enter, you'll see it pulls just this student right here. So I can go ahead, after I find the student, and again, this is for a behavior referral, I'm going to click this student's name, and it automatically then takes me to the behavior referral form. So from here, a couple nice things that they build in is for date. You can just click today, because obviously I know that's generally when a behavior referral is going in, it's probably something that happened that day, so you can click the day. Now time, it's a required field. You can type in something here if you want, or if this is something that just happened, you can click the now button like I just did, and it will add the time there. Obviously, if it's the end of the day and you had to go back and type in something from earlier, you're going back and counting tardies or whatever it may be, you can always go in that and change that. So then under the next one is a drop down for location. So you're going to pick exactly where this happened, whatever it was in that case. Now you'll notice here, the next are not required. Anything that turned red was required for this, but these are just, does your administrator need a room number or a bus number? Functional motivation is, this is more of a, this is a conversation to have with your administration, because really it comes to what do they want you to put in? Do they want you to attempt to answer if this was an avoidance activity? That's really down to the building and how they want those to happen, okay? Obviously then here, probably the most important one to put in is that you're gonna type in the description. So here's where you'll type the description of the incident and what happened. And then you'll see down at the bottom, there is the incident code here where you can go, and this is a good example. I might point out that these may not be the same as we have in Wentzville, because this is, again, this is a sample instance. but you can choose one of these. Now, obviously, an administrator is going to, when they take a look at this, they will have the option of changing that if need be, or whatever the case may be. But you can fill those out. And again, with things like the incident code and functional motivation, really just talk to your administrators as to what they want to see in a behavior referral. The other thing you can do here is you can actually click on Add Student. If this was something where more than one student were involved in this incident, I can click Add Student, and it's going to open me to the page that we've seen now a few different times. I'm going to search for a new student. I'm going to click, and then basically it's going to add this student in here. Okay, now this is on the same referral, so this would be like students that are, if there were two students involved in a fight or something like that, where the same referral applies, because essentially it's going to be the same description. There's also a button here for Add Unknown. Perhaps there was another student that was involved, but either you don't have access to that student in SIS, or they're just, you truly just don't know who the student was. You can mark that there was another unknown student. That will just give your administrator a little more information as to what's going on. If you do select the wrong student by accident, you can always press this delete button. Okay. So when you're finally done filling out the behavior referral, you can click save, or to save this and put it in your queue to submit it later. This might be something that's helpful to do if you didn't have time to write out the full description and you just needed to get to that later and then submit it. You can go ahead and submit, or you can cancel. One of the things to know to do is there's save and new. And basically what this does is just saves you a couple clicks. Let's say you're going through and you're going to put 3 referrals in for tardies. You can click save and new and then click submit, and it will just automatically open a new blank referral. I'll go ahead and do that for you just to show you. So here it is. It actually left this student in here, so I could delete this student, and then I could actually add a student in here. We could put the new student in and just start going. If I don't have that checked and then I hit submit, you'll see, well, I obviously have some errors here. Sorry, because I didn't fill this in. I will do this. Now I'll hit submit. Looks like I have one error. Oh, look at that. And this is probably a good example here. If you ever do have an error, notice location did not turn red on me, so I actually missed that. But if I click on one error down here, you'll notice that it says the location field is required. It takes me right there, and I can say this was in the cafeteria. Now, to show you, I don't have this checked. If I hit submit, it just goes away, and I don't have a new referral that appears. And you can see here that these are now in the queue. So that was behavior referrals in SIS 360.